Hey everyone, Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new UniFi Network Application Update 10.5. Like every other update, this brings a ton of great new improvements, including SafeOps, which we'll take a look at, and we are able to troubleshoot client Wi-Fi connectivity a lot easier. Now, if you'd like to hire me for network consulting, visit my website at mactelecomnetworks.com. Now let's get right into it. The biggest improvement within this update will be our SafeOps, and that can be found under high availability. So SafeOps prevents misconfiguration and automatically recovers from failovers. And you can see that we have a bunch of different toggle switches. The first one that we're going to look at is connectivity safeguards. So we have this test and confirm. So it automatically reverts changes if the device becomes unreachable after applying them. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn that on. When I turn that on, we have a couple different options. We have auto, which currently covers internet and network configurations. Additional settings will be automatically protected as they become available. And then we have custom. So under custom, we could see we have internet settings, we have network settings, and then we have VPN settings, which are coming soon. I'm just going to leave mine on auto and then I'm going to press save. Let's take a look and see how this actually works. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to select port number 1 and we're going to assign this to WAN 2. So this currently only works under our internet and our network. It does say that we're going to get more options soon. You'd see in the bottom left-hand corner that it says test. I'm going to click ahead and I'm going to press test. Now it says pending confirmation. So if we want to confirm, we can, or we could wait the 5 minutes and it would revert our changes. Or if we don't have any network connectivity, we could revert now. This is going to be very handy as I've locked myself out of some UniFi consoles before. So if you know that the change is good, you could always press confirm and that's going to change the port or port 1 over to WAN 2. Now, if we want to go ahead and we want to do some network changes, we could do that. Say I want this testing network to be on a different VLAN, I could go ahead and click it and then I could put it on VLAN 15. And again, we're going to have that test. So test gives us 5 minutes to make sure that the changes actually work. And then if we don't confirm by then, it will revert those changes back to its last known state or back to that VLAN that we had it on. Next up, we have self-healing and recovery. So device auto recovery safely restarts unresponsive devices, automatically applies to all UniFi devices, but can be adjusted per device, including third-party device. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn that on. We could also change what the heartbeat is. So right now it's set to 1 minute and we could do the silence threshold. I'm going to save, but we can review the supervised devices. First, I'll save, then let's go ahead and review what those are. These are the 5 devices that I have. If they became unresponsive, they would automatically power cycle that port. So if my E7 goes down, it will power cycle that port to see if it comes up automatically. And this could save us a ton of time in troubleshooting. Next, we have our performance integrity and auto STP edge. So automatically sets ports connected to end devices as edge to not participate in STP convergence and improve network resilience. Not recommended when using third-party switches or bridges. I'm not using any third-party, but let's go ahead and we'll take a look at my ECS switch. Now looking at my ECS switch, if we click on my G6PTZ, you're going to see that it is currently set to infrastructure. We would want this on edge. So we're not going to have to go in and automatically tag each one of these ports to be in port mode of edge. This should actually do it for us. So let's go back to settings. Then we're going to click on the automatic STP edge and we're going to press save and see if that G6PTZ changes. Let's take a look at the switch port for the G6PTZ and see if it's over on edge, which it is. It was hanging on infrastructure for a little while. I probably waited about 4 minutes and then I just decided to reboot my switch. And then all of the ports that were on infrastructure that should have been edge switched over to edge. So we could click on this garage camera and we could see that that's edge. We could click on my computer and we could also see that that's edge. So it may just take a little bit of time, but me, I was impatient. We have 2 more things under SafeOps, and that's data plane protection. So protects core data plane by shedding non-essential services under load. And then we have link debounce. So delays port link state change to ignore brief interruptions and reduce link flapping. Higher values can improve stability, but may slow failover or recovery. And then we could see here that we could change our delay. So by default, it's set to 300 milliseconds, and I'm going to save that. Another change, but it is just a design change, is under Cyber Secure, and you can tell that this looks new. We have our overall protection level, and currently I'm on the standard or free, which gives me 32,000 signatures. We have enhanced, which you could pay for. I think it's about $99 or $139 for me because that is Canadian dollar. And then we have our threat management, content filtering, and we have our traffic logging, which is all the exact same. Another new improvement is under our policy engine, and then it's under our zones. We could see this column, which is called hits, and that will tell you whenever a firewall rule is hit. So if we go down to internal, no access to gateway, HTTP, SSH, we could see that that has been hit 24 times. If we scroll down even further, we have this allow traffic, which is over 1 million. I really like that they added this in so that we could see if our firewall rules are actually working and what is being hit the most. Let's now go ahead and look at our clients, more specifically our Wi-Fi clients. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to click the NVIDIA Shield, and we could see the different signal, the Wi-Fi standard, but this right here is new, so let's open that up. What this is going to do, it's going to show us a bunch of different things and all of the events that happened within the last 24 hours. And we could shrink this down, or we could expand it to the time, whichever we want. Shrinking it down, it's going to show us the different events. So we could see that it connected at, I think this is around maybe 6:15, and then we could see it disconnected, and it disconnected again. But at the top, we could see our client health and the most popular applications at the time that it was using. If we scroll down, it should end up changing these a little bit. So you can see we had Google and different applications go up. Now we could also see the AP health and what AP that this unit or the Shield is currently using, which is my U7 Pro XG wall. Scrolling down, we have our site health, and then we have our connectivity log. So let me move myself out of the way and we could see what's happening there. So it says that it disconnected, we had internet changes, and so on and so forth. We also had a bit of packet loss. We'd actually look at the flows if we want to look deeper into this, and you could see where this NVIDIA Shield has been talking out to. So if you're having a client that's on Wi-Fi that's having troubles, this is going to be very easy or very good tool to troubleshoot with. There are two other things that we'll just look at under the release notes. So we have added SD-WAN underlay support in port manager, allowing direct underlay connections between SD-WAN hubs for low latency traffic when available. And this configuration support will be available in future site manager releases. Once that does come out, we will do a video on it. And another one that will make some people happy is the added support for PPPoE at the MTU of 1500. And that's going to be my video on the new UniFi Network Application Update 10.5. And I really do like this. Like every update or every major update that Ubiquiti releases, there are a ton of new great features, and it just keeps getting better and better. The SafeOps is really great. The ability to test and confirm before the configurations are actually saved, and then pushing our edge ports to edge on our switches. Let me know what your favorite feature is in this new update in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.